Imagine having to wait 33 years in order to marry the person that you wanted to marry, not lose your place in the line of succession, and be ousted pretty much from your country. This is the story of Prince Bertil, Duke of Holland. Prince Bertil was the son of King Gustav VI Adolf and Princess Margaret of Connaught, who was a granddaughter to Queen Victoria. Born February 28, 1912. In 1943, he met Welsh-born and British model Lilian Craig. Look at those cheekbones! She was previously married to actor Ivan Craig. However, due to the war breaking out, they were separated for many years, and then they ultimately divorced, I think, like 1947, but they weren't even like a thing. He ran off with, I believe, an Italian woman at some point. Reportedly, the couple met at a cocktail party for her 28th birthday. They soon became lovers, though she was still married to Craig at the time. But again, the war, and then Craig was with an Italian woman, whatever. But these two could not marry because it would be of unequal rank. You see, she was a commoner, not royal. And prior to Bertil meeting Lilian, his brother, Prince Sigvard, and their cousin, Prince Leonard, both married women of unequal background, lost their titles that they received from birth, kicked out of the line of succession, and never restored. A similar fate Princess Margaret would have faced had she married Group Captain Peter Townsend. Bertil said, all right, I need to preserve my place in the line of succession. So what we're going to do is we're going to live together discreetly. It was a fully private arrangement. I still get all the rights and privileges, and you, in a private way, you meaning Lilian, get to benefit from that as well. So for a lot of that time period, they lived in the south of France, or France. He was a very handsome guy. And here's where Princess Margaret almost fit into the picture. Even though the prince was not single, but in an official capacity, he was single, he was announced as a possible prospect for Princess Margaret. Prince Bertil was 18 years older than Princess Margaret, born in 1912, and Princess Margaret born in 1930. However, we know Margaret had an affinity for older men. Hashtag unresolved daddy issues. Obviously, that did not come to be. We know Margaret married differently. Would have been interesting to see her as a member of the Swedish royal family. But with her attitude, I don't think they would have liked that. You see, it took his grandfather to pass away in order for King Carl Gustaf to marry Queen Sylvia, because obviously Queen Sylvia was also a commoner, and King Carl Gustaf said, look, I'm not marrying anybody else. This is the woman I want to marry. And so he withheld marriage until after his grandfather, who was the king, passed away. He became king, married Sylvia, and approved the wedding to his uncle, Prince Bertil, to the now Princess Lilian. King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia were married June 19th, 1976. Prince Bertil and the now Princess Lilian was married December 7th, 1976. They said, look, we've waited 33 years. We're not wasting any more time. The couple were married for 21 years before Prince Bertil's passing in 1997. They never had any children. From 1997 to about 2010, Princess Lilian continued to represent the royal family at various occasions and functions and stuff like that. In the year 2000, she did release an autobiography with her life with Prince Bertil, She passed away March 10th, 2013 at age 97, 16 years after the death of her husband. Interesting that she passed away at age 97 and her husband passed away in 1997. I always like to correlate things like that. The palace did not give official word about how she passed away, but did mention she was in declining health for many years. Her funeral was broadcast live, and it was attended by pretty much every member of the Swedish royal family. Having to wait is a problem, but this is one of the few instances where waiting, paid off in a sense. 54 years together in total, married for 21. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Let me know what you think below. Would you, if you are, whether male or female, would you have waited to marry the person you loved? Do you think Former Princes Sigvard and Lennart were cruelly treated by the royal Swedish court. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.